How's it going, guys? Teach Me Grappling. Brian Peterson right here. I got John Solar. We are back. Yesterday, I dropped a video on the Darce from half guard. Today, I'm going to give you guys another Darce, a drill that you can use. It actually applies to a lot of different scenarios of the Darce, but specifically more like a front headlock position. So I'm going to show you guys the drill first, okay? And then to use a little bit of different language, there's some people out there that still might use this name called the Marce, which is like the Mark Lehman version of the Darce that I assume he came up with. I mean, the Darce I actually learned from Mark Lehman back in like 2005. 2004, Mark Lehman had a student that caught one of my students at a tournament. We were winning, and it was actually Kendall Grove ended up catching one of our guys with a Darce, and I was amazed because our guy got caught in the half guard, just like I showed yesterday. And at that time, nobody was thinking that a submission could really be viable from the half guard, believe it or not, unless it was like a knee bar or something like that. Like, you didn't see guys get Americana'd or Kimura'd in half guard back then. It was very, very common to talk about position before submission, and you had to pass the guard in order to go for submissions. And nowadays, we don't look at it that way. It's much more free and open, and there's attacks from everywhere. But back in the day, jiu-jitsu was a lot more simple. It was, if you're on top, pass the guard, go for submission. And if you're on bottom, get your guard, sweep them, take their back, and then go for submission when you get to a good position. So here, let's have John. He's going to go down to hands and knees. And again, so I know I went off on a tangent with my story of Mark Lehman, but that was where I learned it back in like 2005, I think, is actually when I went to his academy in Vegas. But in 2004 is actually the first time I really even saw the Darce back then. So he's going to go to his elbows, okay? And the Mark Lehman version of the Darce, or it's kind of like a sacrifice Darce, you're basically going to commit going to your back, okay? So what I want to do is I want to put one of my hands on his head, okay? As I do this, if I use my left hand on his head, and I want my partner to set up with a hole right here. I don't want him to be tight, so not like this. Don't do this, okay? So bring him out here, and just as the drill, I'm gonna hold his head. My right hand's gonna feed in with the wizard. You can move around, Dave, and find the best spot, but just to show. See, my arm's gonna insert like a wizard, and as it goes through, you wanna keep your arm relaxed. Make it a limp noodle. Don't be tight. If you're tight, your arm can't slip, okay? So I want it to slip. I'm gonna roll over. As I fall, my pressure right now on my shoulder is sliding down his armpit. I'm on my right butt cheek, and I'm just gonna continue to slide. My arm is loose, guys. As I lay down, I reach my right hand as high as possible. With this hand, I'm pulling on his head, keeping it nice and tight as I bring that arm all the way through. Next, I release the head and go straight to the lock. Look at how deep with my right wrist is deep. Now I can grip, and in the drill, I don't choke my partner. I just make it snug, and then I release. I go back to his head. I use my leg like this to swing myself up. As I'm rotating to my right knee, I drop to my left. I switch hands. Left hand goes inside, falling down. Relax, relax, relax. Shoot it up to the sky. Wrap the deep grip on the biceps. And obviously, if this was real, guys, you would just walk, and squeeze it. He will tap if he stays on his knees. If he falls to his side, which he probably will, you'll squeeze and choke him here. You might even hook a leg, and you might, at the very end, if you guys have the flexibility and the mobility, you might even go to the mounts, which is like a bridge, and then go here, which would be optimal at the very end. But we're going back to the drill. I sit up, drop my right knee, switch hands, shoot it, lock it, cheater sit up, drop my knee, shoot it through. Remember, don't be tight. If I'm tight, look what my right arm does. If it's tight, it goes like this, and it only reaches here. And now you have to do this. Okay, so the goal in the drill is to develop you so that when you go, you just slip right into it. See how I shove my arm through deep every time. So now when I go, I'm gonna whoop, and shoot it right through. If he tries to pull his left arm out right now, that thing's tight. Okay, if I'm loose, he'll just pull his arm out, go to the other side. You're done. So it has to be tight, but your arms have to be loose. So I'm tight against his arm, but my arm is loose. What I'm tight with is against shoulder. So watch. My body, there's a lot of pressure with my shoulder against his shoulder. So he tries to lift his left elbow. As my arm went around, he can't pull it out. That's real important on the drill, okay? So now, I'm gonna show you guys a practical application for this move, okay? So back in 2007, Abu Dhabi was in New Jersey back then. And again, this move had already happened before. This is not the first time it was ever seen, but it is the most famous moment of seeing this move. It was the finals of the Absolute for the, Marcelo Garcia was on a rampage. He won Abu Dhabi in 2003. He won Abu Dhabi in 2005. Every time he went into the Absolute, like in 2005, he lost by Kimura to Jacare. I believe it was semifinals, and he came back and won third. So it was like really amazing that even Marcelo, you know, he could just kill his division at the time. But when he would go to, you would actually see him lose when he went to the Absolute, okay? And then Jacare met Hodger in 2005 in Long Beach. So now, 2 years later, Abu Dhabi's every 2 years, he's now fighting, and he actually makes it to the finals. He's killing everybody right now with his guillotines and his north-south chokes. That's what Marcelo was destroying everybody with at the time in 2007. And he makes it to the finals, and then I get to actually sit next to one of my heroes, Josh Waitzkin. And if you guys don't know, Josh Waitzkin and Marcelo actually kind of co-own their academy in New York. And Josh Waitzkin is an international master of chess. Legit chess player, super legit. The movie Searching for Bobby Fischer is based on his life. And that's kind of what inspired me to get into chess. And when I started learning chess, I learned through a chess master program. Josh Waitzkin got into jiu-jitsu, so now we're kind of like coming full circle. As I went into chess, he went into jiu-jitsu, and then he's like my hero. He's teaching me chess on this online program, and then I get to sit next to him. And then he's, you know, right-hand man with Marcelo, and we're watching it together, and we're talking about jiu-jitsu, we're talking about chess, as we're watching Abu Dhabi in the stands. And so for me, it was an incredible experience, to be honest, being with Josh Waitzkin, you know, and he's telling me all about how great Marcelo is, and it's hilarious because he doesn't know me, but I already knew who, you know, Marcelo was. Marcelo was my hero. And so I keep telling him, I'm going, yeah, I know how good he is. You don't have to tell me. I know Marcelo's like, he's a man. But when he goes against a big man that's really good, it may not go well for him. And even though I love him, I don't think he's going to be able to beat Drysdale. And he was like, nope, technique beats strength and size. Well, Drysdale had some serious technique and some size behind it, and it caught Marcelo. So this is the move that tapped Marcelo Garcia in 2007 finals of Abu Dhabi. Sorry for the long story, but some of you guys might appreciate it. And I'll sit next to Josh Waitzkin as I witness this. The match starts, and Marcelo's going for a single leg, and you can unlock. He's sprawling, and he's trying his best to go for it. And then Robert Drysdale, just sags down. Okay, come on over here and look at the leg, over here. Look what's going on. His arm is reaching for my leg. So there's a hole right here. There's a space. He's exposed his arm. Just stay like that, John. Release my leg. Let's stay. Okay, look at this, guys. Look. You see the arm triangle. Everything is close. So all I gotta do is wrap my arms around that neck. Okay, so Drysdale just sat down and shot it through and got the Darce. There might have been a little commotion. Again, if you guys look at the video, I'll try to put the link down in the description box so you can see it. I don't remember. It's, you know, I watched it live and I haven't even seen it on video. But I watched this thing live. It's, to my memory, he dropped down into the Darce like so, through the fight. It might have ended up over here, but he ended up finishing Marcelo and got the tap, okay? Again, at the time, people were blown away. How did Marcelo Garcia get caught so quick, too? So, if you guys get a guy who shoots, you sprawl. See, I'm trying to fight his arm. I can't go to his back. Immediately, he's got my leg. So, when you're here, just move away from the arm, let him still keep chasing your leg, and then just shoot it. Now, stay there. Do it. Go back down. Look what John did. He fell over. If he has bad balance, that was me digging on John, saying bad balance. It's actually good because it'll defend this move. But if the guy falls over, don't sweat it. If you can't lock it now because you weren't able to shoot your right arm deep, no big deal. Just stay locked. Lock. And then now I can continue to go here. And then I'm going to bridge all the way up and get up. See that? Now come around here. And then now, I'm putting enough pressure on John so he can't go to his knees. As he's here, I'm driving pressure, shooting it through, and then getting to my Darce again. Okay? So, if the guy drops to his side, it actually is proper to defend, but when I say bad balance, when a guy has really good balance, like a wrestler, you get those guys, they don't want to fall to their side. When you do it, they're strong. They're going for the single leg. So they do that. I'm sorry, John, if I hit your hand. I kind of rolled on his hand, guys. Right there. Yeah. Okay, now look. That's the wrestler reaction. That's what we want. Now, it's deep. He tries to pull his arm out, pull it out. And you're able to lock it. And the choke is going to hit him immediately. Okay? So if you have somebody that slumps over, then just treat it like a gator roll. Like you're rolling the guy. Let's do that, actually. So let's say he reacts. So he's grabbing my leg, he's trying to get it, and then keep charging forward. And then when I go here, he reacts, just come on top. And then now once I'm here, guys, don't let him to his knees. Don't stay in the front, because he'll go to his knees. See that? Go to your knees. Oh, sorry. Put your knees, and then he might still be in the fight. If he goes into his belly, go to belly. Now he's just scared of my Darce. Then I can just go to his back. Okay? If he's afraid of the Darce. But one more time, I sag him, he goes to the side, roll him through, and go to here, to the side. Now as he tries to go to his knees, don't let him, keep him here. And then now, watch what I'm doing. See, I captured this bottom arm, and I still got my arm through. He's stuck right now. Holding him, he can't go there. I'm gonna keep working on this, and then lock it up. And then, now to tie it together with yesterday's video, you guys learned yesterday to drop to this side, and then maybe step, hook, all of this, and cut his neck like this. Remember, it's just as good to go to the Marce variation. Drop on this side and walk him up. As he turns backward to try to escape, walk, squeeze, and finish him right there. So, don't get confused. One of them is on this side with the lock up, and the other one is on this side with the lock on the bottom. Both of them you try to hook legs. Okay, both of them you try to hook legs. And here's an example of how they join together. Okay, so here, look at this. Let's say I was here and I pinched him off. This is another common situation. I shove in the Darce. If you drop to this side and he hops your body, he jumps over and he gets over there, you immediately have to try to hip escape and get on your right side. Now, I'm in that Marce variation. Walk, and I'm good. If he walks away from me and pushes my legs, and I can't choke him, I could just roll him over and come back to here. Now I can start a new one. I can drop on my hip, he could jump over me as I try to capture. If I put him in my guard, I got him. See, I got him right here. Now come on back, John. No, go back. This time he's gonna beat my leg. Look, no. Go back to your right hip. Okay. Go back to your right hip with your left hand, control my leg, and then push my leg and just jump over it. Yes, if that happens, you go back, hip escape, drive towards him, he'll fall over. As he walks away, because he doesn't want to get choked, walk away, John. There you go, walk away. I roll. I tried that a couple times, right? I tried dropping this way. Let me try the Marce. Drop this way, and immediately chase him, and finish him. I'm sorry, I'm wrenching on John's neck. He's probably not appreciating it too much. How you feeling?
Okay.
Okay, he's good, everybody. No Johns were harmed in the making of this video. Right, John? Okay. Sorry about that. So I hope you guys see how it's connected. And all finishes are good. But I will say, if you guys can step over the mount, it really puts the guy in a tough spot. Or if some of you long, flexible guys can wrap your guard around him with the Darce, that's another one where it's like a dead end, okay? The other ones where you're walking in a circle, a really tough dude a lot of times can run away, and then you're constantly in a chase. But once you wrap up a leg, you get some good leverage, you can use your whole body, your hips, that's gonna help you finish it. So again, Darce, Marce, whatever, no-gi Bravo choke, for you gi guys out there that are always told, it's called the Bravo choke, but they changed the name when they were doing it in no-gi. So it's the no-gi version of the Bravo also. Joe Darce from Renzo Gracie black belt. Again, I never had a connection with Joe Darce at all, but Mark Lehman is the one that kind of taught me the Darce. And man, it caught Marcelo Garcia. So you guys need to learn that setup. Great guys like Jeff Glover were always crazy with the Darce. And you know, I mean, there's so many guys now. You can't even mention who's the Darce king now. I mean, there's so many of them out there that are good at the Darce. So the Darce is a popular move for so many guys. It's easy to learn, and wrestlers love it. So if you have wrestling experience, learn the Darce. It's easy to learn. You're gonna get it right away. You're gonna be in side control a lot, and you can hit it from there, but you can also hit it other places. So I'll do more Darce videos later, but hope you guys like this one. Get that entry and work that drill, okay? Thank you guys so much. Teach Me Grappling, Patreon account, click the link down below. Contribute to the channel, $9 or less. You guys are gonna go into a raffle for a t-shirt. $10 or more, you'll go into a raffle for a rash guard. If I get enough guys this month, I'm gonna try to drop 2 t-shirts and 2 rash guards. So thank you guys so much, all you Patreon supporters. Guess what? I'm gonna be getting a new camera real soon, and hopefully the production and everything, it'll look a lot better, and I wanna fix that sound problem. So thank you guys so much for contributing, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, John.